What have I done? Oh, God, what have I done?
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to yet another episode of the What Have I Done podcast. How is it still going? I don't know. I don't even have the motivation to do this every week, but somehow I still pull it together. You know, I know that all of these episodes are just complaining and complaining, and I used to try to cut down my complaining because I felt like, oh, I don't want to make everybody else feel bad, but you know what? I don't feel like anyone else is ever coming. Um, I've read on very good authority that most of the other people that have ever been on this show will probably never return. And I say that now, but they'll come back. But in the foreseeable future, I don't think any of them are coming back, except for maybe one. Um, so that's the absolute state of things. I always say, oh, it's my fault, and you know what? I guess I'm right. It is my fault. It wasn't. It's not part of being my friend that you have to be on this show. So not everybody is equipped to handle a weekly deadline commitment, I guess. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so I at least know that I will have a guest on next week, so that should be interesting. Somebody that, of course, in the typical fashion, somebody that I have just met or someone that I haven't talked to very often or in a long time. That's kind of just the way it works. Talk to them for 2 hours and then never again. That's trust me, it works every time. It's God damn it. Oh god, I got this terrible light in my attic area, and it constantly goes off, and it sure is annoying. Oh, and I should have pissed before I started this. There's a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of coulda, woulda, shouldas that are all just in a big circular momentum area. That's a whole lot of words I could be saying. So I guess, if it's just gonna be me, it's just gonna be you and me again. I won't bog you down with too much. Make this a bit of a lighter episode. I know last episode was like an hour or so, even though it was just me. So, how did I do that? Who knows? Um, I guess I just had a lot of boring stuff to say. Um, but I think the thing that that what I'm trying to say is that I don't have a lot to say, and I don't know how evident that has shown up. I feel like I may have done at least a little bit of a good job hiding it, but I think that this is really just showing my social dependence and how while I can do stuff without people, it's just not as good. But I think that that's true of all things. If a show's got only one person in it, it's not very good. It's harder to keep a conversation when it's just yourself, like unless you're crazy. um so let's talk about some things. I don't I did not prepare this week at all. For some reason I kind of just took the first half of the week off and didn't do anything, like, at all. I can't even, like, think about what I did. But then I went camping and that was fun, and then I came back, and then that was kind of like when the week started for me. And so I did not prepare for this show because I was like, hey, let me get a guest on. But then, it's like, that's a kind of a, like, I should probably give it a little bit to have a guest on. I think that the me and Squilliam was like a very rare, like, once in a million occurrence where, like, I could have like such good chemistry with somebody I barely ever talked to. And look at what that did. I haven't let me just check my messages. I have not talked to this man in little less than a month. So obviously it's not the best sort of relationship to have. I'm not like, you know what I mean. Shut up. Um, but yeah, obviously it's not the best way. I guess I'm not very good at retaining online friendships or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, this week was really like I kind of phoned it in this week, and I would say I'm sorry for that, but I don't think I have actually, when I'm not phoning it in, I'm really not doing anything. But I think the worst part is that my motivation cycle goes like 0 to like 20, but it like does it like in sort of, like an incline. But then the day where I'm at my most productive is my last day at my house, and I don't have a computer over at my mom's house, so, whoops. I guess that's not gonna happen. I can't ever get stuff done over there unless it's writing. And I discovered something interesting, but writing on a computer just feels so much more like dignified than writing on your phone. I don't know why. I guess if I had to say, like, pick a reason, I think it's because, like, just the idea of like, just how much it is how much it just feels more like dignified. I guess, like, when you separate your like your devices, I guess, like, phone is just kind of like the thing that I talk to people on. And so, like, why am I writing on something I'm talking to people on? I never use my computer. The only thing I really use it for is making videos and stuff. So I think that putting that idea into my head that this is like a worky thing for working stuff, I guess it just makes me more productive in that sort of way. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, but if I had to pick something. But speaking of computers, y'all see that Steam Deck? Steam Deck looks pretty cool, pretty based. I'm definitely gonna pick one up. It's basically like the yang to the Switch's yin. It's like everything that the Switch isn't, but still being a Switch. So it's great. I got a Switch Lite. Obviously not the best Switch, but it fits in my pocket, and it's $100 cheaper. So win-win for me. You get a game and a half with that. You get Mario Odyssey and what, like, the Smash Ultimate DLC, which I have not bought, because I'm smart. As much as I love Smash Ultimate is actually a lot of fun. The community trash, whatever. Shut up. It's a fun game. I recently 100%ed it, like, the entire game. I completed World of Light, and I completed all of the challenges. Yeah, it's a fun game. I like it. I've got a whole bunch of hours online. It's a lot of fun. I like the game. As much as I love Nintendo, I also love Valve. I remember the first time that I encountered Steam was, I think it was Five Nights at Freddy's Gmod, which I saw Markiplier play, which I was like, oh, that's cool. Um, that's first interaction. But the first game I ever bought off of Steam was not using my money. It was my sister who purchased it. I don't remember why, but yeah, that was good times. We bought the Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, which to this day I still don't think I've beat. No, I've beaten it. Yeah, I've definitely beaten it. No, I'm not sure actually. Um, when now that I think about it, I might not have ever actually completely beaten the game. Um, but yeah. I remember the Steam sale, where I bought the big Valve collection, which is one of my greatest purchases I think I've ever made. Even though I still haven't played, like, played a majority of those games, but most of those were like the online games, like Half-Life. I played through Half-Life. I played through Portal. I played through no, those were like the only two. Oh, Left 4 Dead. I played Left 4 Dead. That game's really fun. I like Left 4 Dead. Even though I've only played it a few times. But yeah, Steam Deck is going to be revolutionary. Not only that, but it also plays Xbox apparently. So because you can download Windows on it. So I guess the Xbox that I got is literally worthless because now I can play. It's a Nintendo Switch, so you can plug it into your TV, or you can take it on the go, which is like absolutely like wonderful. Not only that, but Valve introduced me to Fallout because I had $5 in my Steam wallet after purchasing something. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, how do I spend this money? And I saw a trailer for Fallout 3, and I had just the right amount of money in my my wallet, and I remember playing that game, and my sister was we would it was like in like we had a computer in the basement, and it would sit. There were like it was on a desk, and there were two chairs. So like my sister would sit in the chair next to me, and I would play Fallout 3. Oh, that was sure was fun. I remember I named my character after Little Pump, but it was a girl. It was fun, and yeah, oh man, classic. And then I bought Fallout New Vegas after that. And then for Christmas, I bought Fallout 4, but my computer is not powerful enough to run it, and I spent the rest of my life in spite. But then a few Christmases later, I think it was 2 or 3 Christmases, last Christmas, as a matter of fact, I bought Fallout 4 for myself without even having an Xbox. So I was like, because I just need to play this game. So I was like, this is basically like me making the commitment that I'm going to get this game. But then my dad bought me an Xbox, so that was pretty cool, and I was happy. And then I played the game, and I played it again, and then I played it again, and then I played it again, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I fully intend. I hope that I feel that the online will be free, which is absolutely amazing. And fingers crossed that it can run VR, because if it does, I will basically just I'll sell my soul to purchase one of these consoles. The thing is, I think that Valve is like the better version of Microsoft, like in terms of as a company. Like I feel like they got like that sort of like smug attitude about like, oh yeah, we're gonna be like the cool one, where we're actually gonna give the customers what they want. Like as opposed to like Nintendo and PlayStation, while sure they make good games, their companies are like the worst things like ever made. Um, just the way that they function as like big heirs of secrecy, you know? Like they would just like they don't want you to know anything. They don't want like anything to happen. Like they like they were asking questions like at the Valve thing, about their console, and they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like soft mod it, like put on Windows, add Google Chrome, like uninstall everything and turn it into like a drawing tablet. I don't fucking care. And like I think that is the best. I think that's the best attitude toward it, because at the end of the day, it's my console. I bought it. So I should be the one to get to do whatever I want with it. Like you get like that funny meme where it's like the crying Wojak and he says like, "No, you can't just install homebrew and play third-party games and run like third-party software on the console." Ooh hoo hoo. And then you got the one that is overused to death that I don't like anymore, but it's like the Chad guy, and he's like Valve, and he says, "Yes, do it," and you're like, "Oh wow, it's so cool, thank you." But that is basically like then people are saying like, oh, it's the Switch killer. Oh, it's the Switch killer. Here's the thing. Wake the fuck up, dumbass. Nintendo's been around since like 1800s. They're not going anywhere. They're like a multi-billion-dollar company. Like even if they made like zero revenue for like the next like 20 years, they could still like survive. And the thing is like I don't know if anybody remembers this, but there's this little plumber named Mario. Nintendo's fucking got Mario in the bag, If Mario, like, if Nintendo was ever floundering, all they would need to do is just release Mario 2. They wouldn't even need, you know what? Okay, fuck it. They wouldn't, if they were floundering, they just release literally anything. People will buy anything from Nintendo. Yeah, okay, I love the company, and the Switch OLED sounds cool, but, like, people are just like, oh, yes, yes, please, me want. It's just like, people just like will buy anything from, and I hope that instead of killing the Nintendo Switch, that the Steam Deck forces Nintendo to up their game and make the Switch more of a formidable foe. Obviously it won't, because Nintendo is such a Goliath, that they Leviathan, that they don't like, no matter what they do, they'll be fine. But I hope that it does inspire some competition, like with like Mario Odyssey, they had like that little VR thing. Like what if they try to expand upon that and make the Switch into a VR thing where you can like introducing Switch VR. That would be cool. That would be something, because like the Switch is light enough that you could put against your face and try and play a game like that. I think, like once I always said that like once this first party starts making like VR, like that's when it's all over. And I think that seriously, because like the Steam VR, like sure it's cool, but it does depend on you needing a powerful gaming PC. So if so I'm just saying if the Steam Deck can run the Steam VR on it, then we've already got it in the bag, because as cool as Half-Life Alyx looked, it's not a game for everybody. It's not accessible to everyone because, on top of needing like however much Steam VR costs, you also need a super powerful gaming PC. So those are two specific items. Most games, you pick up a Nintendo Switch, you play Mario Odyssey, like that's all you need to do. But like there's just a bunch of extra steps involved at like getting two separate things, especially because they both cost, like a combined cost like $1,200 or something to get a good PC and a Steam VR. So if the Steam Deck can run VR, then it'll be just everybody. It's just the best of both worlds. Everybody wins in this situation. Um, yeah, and so I was on the fence about the idea of Valve making like Half-Life Alyx being sort of like I guess like a symbol of what's to come. But if the Steam Deck can run VR, then I don't think it's a problem anymore. I especially my biggest hope is that Valve. I'm a big fan of Valve. Even like the games, like they've produced maybe like six or so like big games, and all of them have been absolute knocked out of the park. Portal 1, one of the greatest games ever made. Portal 2, one of the greatest games ever made. Half-Life 2 is like an amazing experience. I remember I played that game all day one time. It was like one of the best days ever. I had so much fun. So it's just like that's it's just woo, having a whole bunch of fun. So my hope is that this introduces the I guess not the I just hope that this introduces like Valve making like launch titles or like consoles like games for their just making more games. I hope that like I don't want to say exclusives, but like if they made like games that would like that just made more games, just make more fucking games, Valve. I want Portal 3. Portal 3 in VR sounds absolutely insane. And I'm sure that it would be a nightmare, but if anybody could do it, I think that Valve could do it. If anybody could make a Portal 3 in VR that is amazing, I think that they could do it. Imagine for a second. Like if they made like a Portal 3 and you used your but imagine like in real time, you had to like look around and aim and shoot your portals as you were falling. That would be insane, like a real time physics. Of course, like that seems like I feel like that's probably what they're waiting for, saving Portal 3 for, like some sort of like intense VR sort of game. And I don't know if we're ready for that yet, like like on a technical standpoint, but I think that that would probably be like the best of both worlds, or at least like the coolest thing to me. Um, so enough fangirling over the Steam Deck, which I am totally gonna buy, and I'm totally saving up for as of right now. I have $30. I checked. Like the thing is, like the problem. At this point, unemployed. Unemployed. You gotta fucking you just jobs aren't very available. I checked McDonald's. They're not hiring. What am I supposed to do? Like okay, like its Steam Deck is like $500. Like like tug the shirt collar, make the funny noise. That's a steep price. I mean, of course, it's worth it through and through. But yes, like for like two broke girls, but minus the other girl, it's just one broke girl, and I can't work anywhere. So I'm kind of just like in a position. I guess I could like mow lawns or something, but like that's a fate worse than death. I'd rather kill myself than mow lawns for a living. After mowing like a lawn for like after mowing my lawn, I want to kill myself. I can't imagine like I would have to mow 20 lawns at least to get a Steam Deck. Like let's say 25. I'd have to mow 25 lawns. That sounds like a fate worse than death to me. Like Like that sounds terrible. For something that's coming out next year, I think I can save. It is basically coming in a year because it's like so Steam, the Steam, what the fuck is it called? Oh my god, the Steam Deck is the one that I want. Because like I don't want the baby one. I want the 500, the 256 gigabyte or whatever. That one ships Q2 2022. I think this is Q2 or Q3. Oh, it's probably Q3 at this point. But yeah, so like in a little less than a year, so I feel like I can, I think that I think that Valve probably has a way around the scalping. I think the way that you have to have your own, Steam account, I think that could be like a deterrent, because you need to have a whole bunch of emails and log into them. I'm sure, like I'm not sure, but I hope, I hope that we don't get a situation like with the Xbox Series X and the PS5 where they're basically non-existent. But I think you can like reserve one for $5. And then I don't know after that. Yeah, so I'm just really hopeful that a big thing, like because this is really cool. So let's talk about something else. I I I feel very like I don't feel very obligated to make this episode too long. So I think I've got a few more ideas that are rolling around in my head. Again, I have such an unfortunate schedule, but like, what are you gonna do? But like again, this today I have to once I'm done, I have to edit this and then upload it because I have to, leave my computer every other week, which is fucking terrible. But if I had a Steam Deck, it functions as a computer on its own. I'm not saying that I could edit episodes on there. I'm just saying it might. It's a possibility. It would be pretty cool. I'm just saying. Oh god, Danganronpa on Steam Deck. Fuck. I have that game. I don't remember why I bought it. I think I saw like a video or something. I was like, that looks cool. I'll buy it. And then I played it for 2 months. Well, I played it like on and off for 2 months, and then like forgot about it for like 6 months, and then finished it in a week, and I thought it sucked. And I only hate it more as the time goes on. But I guess I'll play it again because it's a game I own, and I probably just go through my Steam library again. I've got like 40 games on there, which is not very impressive, like compared to like a lot of other people's Steam libraries. But it's still 40 games, so yeah, I actually actually just today, I got the Steam app for my phone so I can look at it. I hate how it starts with the friends because I don't make friends on Steam because I don't play online games. But yeah, I'm gonna get Fallout 76 on it, which is gonna be based because it'll be free online. But yeah, let me see if I can sort by. Oh damn it! You cannot sort by how long you've had it for, which I think would be the best. But whatever. So I've got Monkey Island, Fallout New Vegas. I got Indie Game, Portal 2, Portal, Half-Life 2, Sonic. I should just playtime. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, Fallout New Vegas, Portal 2, Cuphead, Undertale, Danganronpa, Fallout 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 6, Monkey Island 2, Half-Life 2, Ultimate Custom Night, Portal, Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. I thought that was Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, I'm not gonna lie. That game's free. No, that game was $5. Whoops. The Curse of Monkey Island, Left 4 Dead, Sonic CD, Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. Half-Life 2 Lost Coast, funny story about that. I didn't realize that was just a tech demo, and I got mad because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Left 4 Dead 2, Moonbase Alpha, The Secret of Monkey Island, CSGO, I've never played it. Portal 2: The Final Hours, I thought that was DLC. It was actually just the making of. Escape from Monkey Island, Team Fortress Classic. These are all the games I haven't played. Team Fortress Classic, Counter-Strike, Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, Deathmatch Classic, Ricochet, Day of Defeat, Counter-Strike Condition Zero, Counter-Strike Condition Zero Deleted Scenes, Counter-Strike Source, Day of Defeat Source, Dota 2 Test, and then I got Fallout New Vegas DLC, Half-Life 2 Blue Ship, Half-Life Opposing Force, Half-Life Source, Half-Life Deathmatch Source, Portal Soundtrack, and The Lab. Um, as you can tell by most of those games that I haven't played, those are all the, like, shooter ones, or, like, the team shooter, basically just online games. I don't play a lot of online games, because I'm a loser. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the single player. Monkey Island, that was just nostalgia for a game I have on the PS2. Not sure if it still works, but yeah, it was in a bundle for the Christmas sale. Christmas sale is when I got the Monkey Island and the Valve bundle. One of the greatest purchases I've ever made. That was only like $12 or something. That was a pretty good deal if I do say so myself. So I'm excited for this winter's Steam sale because I'm going to buy everything and it's going to be epic. Um, so let's talk about something other than Steam, other than how much I love Steam, how much I would take it out behind a middle school and let it impregnate me. Oh, I'm funny. I'm going to kill myself. Um, that's not funny. That's not funny. So I went camping this week. That was kind of fun. I slept in a hammock. That was terrible. I walked 6 miles. That was terrible because it was 90 degrees out, but, looked at it out an overlook for like a few minutes. I've been there before, so it's nothing to write home about. But I'm telling you guys about it. Ho, 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 ho. Home is wherever I'm with you. You can tell I'm insane. I'm not crazy, actually. I'm the most neurotypical person in the world. But, there's a lot of things that are running through my head that don't make a lot of sense. Is there anything else to talk about? I'm sure there is. Today, hashtag Sigma grind set. I'm on that Sigma grind set. I woke up 1 p.m. today. I worked until 4. That's what we call an epic gamer moment. So basically, what happened was my dad got a landscaping job across the street from mine own house. It was pretty cool. My dad's got this pile of mulch. We take piles of it and we put it on stuff, cover up the weed and stuff. Oh, it's all that fun stuff. But the people across the street were like, "Hey, can you use that? We could use that. They put that on our lawn. Why don't you?" And we were like, "Okay." And so I got paid $10 an hour. So I'm getting paid like $20 or so. That's pretty cool. And but boy, was it hot out. It was like 93 degrees out. I was so sweaty. It was terrible. But at least money's getting lined in the pockets, $20 doesn't really seem like much, and in the grand scheme of things it's really not, because what is that, like 1/5 of 100, and 100 is like 1/4 of a Steam Deck. So really, that's only 1/20th of a Steam Deck. So hey, but what are you gonna do? Am I right? What are you gonna do? Hey, I'm walking here. um, yeah, so that was pretty cool. I took a big old shot of shower. I took a cold shower. That was pretty good. Um, I did not do anything else though. Good Willikers. What did I even do this week? Like this week, I guess because I went camping, it felt so uneventful. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to work on this thing." And then I ate a whole bunch of cherries. And then I didn't work on it at all, and the deadline's only getting closer. And the thing is, like, I want to keep the deadline because I want to, I want to like, I guess, make my sure I'm scheduled. I want to schedule myself. But the thing is, I also just want this project to get finished. So I don't know if I just want to work on it, of its own accord. I think I might do something experimental, like where I do something like week to week, like if I make like a week to week series, or like I guess an every other week series, but I just want to work on like a video that I could make by the end of the week. I think that might be actually just be a better schedule, like the way I work on it. But I'm not sure. I think that might actually, I might want to start a series like that comes out like every like Sunday or something. I don't know. Maybe like every Monday, maybe every Friday, or maybe just like a Wednesday. I don't know. It could be any day. I don't know why I'm making it so like has to, I would want it to be like on a certain day, but it doesn't matter what day it is. Um, I think that might actually be a good idea, but I can't really think of anything. I've been trying to like come up with like other things. I accidentally came up with another idea for a project that is not in any way, shape, or form deadlined, but I started working on that. It's really stupid, and I don't really want to have it like associated with myself. I would kind of just want to make it its own separate entity. Not that it's like weird or like shameful or anything. It's just something that I don't want like, I just wanted that to be like a different thing that doesn't have to link back to me. Like I don't think that the people who enjoy whatever that is would enjoy this show or whatever. So I guess there's really no harm in talking about it. Obviously, motivation goes down when you tell other people about it. But it's no, actually, oh God, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. It's really stupid. Okay, basically, yeah, I'll spill the beans. So those like YouTube shorts. They're like just TikTok but stupid. But TikTok's also stupid. I hate short form infinite content, but it doesn't seem too hard to make. So what I want to do is I want to create like one of those channels that's like short form stuff, but I want to make it about creepy pastas. The little character guy I got he's they call him the creepy pasta connoisseur. Whoa, it's a dude? Yeah, you can't believe it, because there's no way I would pass for female, because I can't. No, it's actually nothing to cry about. As long as I just push it back and say, oh, not until arbitrary date, then I can feel good about myself because I know, like, oh, brighter future. Once that future comes, I don't know what I'll do. I'll just push it back again, I guess. Push it back until the day I die. Um, but so on that note, so like the creepypasta connoisseur, there's a few ideas. There's a few motivators. One, I just want to make videos. Like I just want to create something. I don't really care what it is at this point, as long as it's something that started with a podcast. But oh my God, podcasts are so easy to make. All you got to do is talk for a little bit, and then you talk for a lot bit, and then you talk for a little bit, and then you upload it. So not that hard to do. Not very interesting either. I got to get more people on this show who are more interested. Um, whatever. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Okay, but what are these? I don't know. I'll figure them out later. Yeah, creepypasta connoisseur. One, I want to make videos. Two, I want to make. Obviously, shorts channels do not make very much money, if at all. But just fuck the system. I want to gain some notoriety, want to get some money. But also, I kind of just want to bring creepypastas back. I mean, obviously, I think that that's a very far stretch, to A, try to bring back something dead, but to B, like, even, like, start off with something dead. Usually, like, I think the majority of people who make shorts channels make them around Minecraft because, like, oh, there's so many interesting things. What's the rarest block in Minecraft? The answer may shock you. Some people think that the rarest block might be the end crystal because it only spawns 4 times in an entire map. But the actual answer, I guarantee you've never heard of. It's something stupid like that. And I absolutely despise them, and they just keep coming up. So I would want them to do something different. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do. What's the rarest thing in a Minecraft taiga biome. It's easier to do something like that, because Minecraft is such a big game that you could ask practically any question about it and formulate a 30-second response. Um, and yeah, sure, that'll probably be harder. I was trying to write down all of the ideas I had, because my first primary goal was to be able to make 14 of the to make 14 shorts to be able to have them play, every day for 2 weeks. But I was struggling to come up with 14 ideas. Obviously you have you talk about what is a creepypasta, where did creepypasta get its name from, notable creepypasta YouTubers, notable creepypasta authors, favorite creepypastas, least favorite creepypastas, famous creepypastas, and even that only went out to 12 or something. It turns out they weren't actually that that big the whole time. But some of them did numbers. Some of them, the absolute state of creepypastas at this point is they get 10,000 views if they're lucky. There's probably 100 people who are constantly dedicated, 1,000 people who are passively interested, and 9,000 people who are just barely interested. As opposed to creepypastas used to get 100,000 views and 60,000 views on a bad day, and then that turned to 60,000 views on a good day to now 20,000 views on a good day. It's kind of sad, honestly, because creepypastas, they kind of mean, I wouldn't say they mean a lot to me, but they do mean a little bit, because I like to listen to them. I used to listen to them while weaving, and then I was going to weave a pentagram, but then I didn't because I guess I've never been motivated. That's sad. I'm sad. Oh, ho, ho, how the mighty have fallen, but how the mighty were never in the spot in the first place, so I guess it's really not that bad. Holy shit, it's Munchie. I mean, it's Snorri. I miss Munchie. Did anybody see that Shattuck video about Endless War? Munchie was in that. I don't know if those were recently collected voice lines or if they've been sitting on those for 6 months. But either way, oh that it struck it pierced a dagger through my heart to hear Munchie's voice again, and not even in hey guys, it's Munchie. It was like classic Munchie. Oh my god, for people who don't know, they don't know. That the feeling, cuz you retire from the internet and then you make an appearance. Oh god, it makes me want to to get 100,000 subscribers just to get a voice cameo from him, because oh man, that was probably the highlight of my week. No wait, the Steam Deck got announced this week. Fuck. Anyway, I don't really have a lot to say. I was kind of waiting because I thought that maybe someone else would be showing up, but I guess not. So, if I have to leave you with some advice, don't kill yourself. Life's worth living. No matter how boring things are, it'll always be boring, but sometimes it won't be. Just do interesting things, or do nothing at all. I would just say if you're complaining about how boring your life is, that's kind of on you. You could really be doing anything, and that's what I think about every time I think, God, this is boring, because there's so many things I could be doing. So I guess on that note, goodbye. I love you so much. I will kiss you. No, I won't. But maybe. Unless. Alright, goodbye.